My name is Simon Mwesije, and I am the manager, customs, enforcement and border control for northern Uganda, northern region. Today we received information from reliable informers about the smuggled goods that were in two trucks that had false compartments. They were inside the truck, and when you look at it, it is empty, but inside there is a compartment that has smuggled goods. These are coming from Congo, a point called Odramachako, where they loaded the cigarettes. They loaded the cigarettes equal to 419 cartons, which are manufactured from South Sudan. There is a factory in South Sudan, in Morobo County, which manufactures cigarettes, Spomach cigarettes. So they cross over from South Sudan to Congo, come through Odramachako. Odramachako is near South Sudan, much as it is in Congo. It's near, they share a border. So they come from South Sudan and enter through the borderline and go to Congo, and then they find their way inside here. So some of the trucks that deliver goods in DRC are used to load such smuggled goods, and then they come. Over time, we have had engagements with the community. We have, intensified our tax education and the need to do formal businesses and mindset change, for people to leave smuggling and do formal businesses. We have had a lot of tax education. We have engaged with the public. We have engaged with the communities, the business leaders. We have engaged with the local leadership about this. And through these engagements, we are beginning to get rewards. Because now this information came from the community. They're the ones who called us and told us where the trucks had loaded, and they monitored them until they were in a safe place where we could find them. We found them here in Arua town, in the middle of the petrol station. So this is something that is positive on the engagements that we have with the people. This 419 cartons is worth about 420 million shillings in value, but in terms of tax, it is way higher. It's about 700 million, because cigarettes are taxed differently. And the government, of course, loses money in this illicit trade. It's not only the cigarettes that are smuggled. We have fuel, we have cooking oil, we have rice, we have sugar, powdered milk. So compounded together, the government can lose about 3 billion in tax. It will be about 3 billion in tax. But of course, we are doing a lot. We are doing a lot to make sure that we bring the smuggling down for northern region. So we are doing a lot. We are doing a lot of engagements. We are to make sure that we bring the smuggling down. The tax education that we bring out talks about the dangers of smuggling, the effects of smuggling that it brings to our country, how the legitimate business suffers because of the smuggling. The price differences in the market. The people who actually pay taxes normally suffer. They suffer because these ones here who smuggle, they can sell at any price, less. So it makes the government realize revenue from the legitimate traders. The tax is paid late because these guys do not sell. The businessmen do not sell in time to bring more money to the government. So the dangers are too many of smuggling, and we are trying to make sure that we educate our people. Of course, we have engaged with the leadership of the region, the local leaders, the political leaders. We have had engagements with the RDCs, the army, the security agencies, the army and the police, and we have worked well together to make sure that we bring this down. Though we still have challenges, which because of our borders are very porous. From Pakwach up to Nimre, on the whole stretch, it is the border. It is the land border, and we have very many porous points, over 600 porous points along that stretch. So it is a bit of a challenge. Of course, we work together with UPDF. UPDF has a presence in most of these porous points, together with the police. Of course, as URA, we're also trying to increase our presence. We have recently we got more manpower, and we believe we shall also increase on our presence in these porous points. But it's a big challenge. The porous points are many that bring in these smuggled goods. What I have to say is that we are up to task, and if you look at how it was in the past, it is coming down, and it is coming down because we are getting goodwill from the people who give us this information. As URA, we have opened up some stations, some control points to make sure that we increase presence. For example, in Yumbe there, in Kirwa, we have partnered with UPDF, and we are doing something good. At Odramachako, we try to be present. Then in Padea, in Zeu, we are trying to make sure that we are there. So we have tried to make sure that we increase our presence. We have a challenge of the Nile, where most of the goods also come on the waters. Recently, we managed to get speedboats, which we believe will also cut off the supply from South Sudan, with the goods that come on the River Nile. So we are doing what we can, and with the support of the government, our Commissioner General is up to it to make sure that we deal with the smuggling issue. Of course, we know in the past we have had issues with the operations, but we are making sure that we operate smoothly, intelligence-based operations. Make sure that we do not have the rift between the people and the institutions that enforce compliance. And I must say that in the recent past, we have had very, very good operations. We have educated people, we have engaged them, they have listened, and we continue to engage them, and we have had a peaceful environment, and we continue to do our work well with the people. One thing I must emphasize is that all this information that we have, for example, this one which we have gotten, which we have, is from the people. Through the engagements that we have had with them, they see, they know the dangers of smuggling, they have understood, and they are giving us this information. And we credit them and continue to appeal to them to give us more information to make sure that we deal with this vice. Now, the smuggled goods, of course, the cigarettes are contraband. So when we impound contraband items, cigarettes, cosmetics which are not supposed to be entered into the country that have those other chemicals, we destroy them. Recently, you saw in the media how we destroyed goods worth about 4.6 billion in cigarettes. So they are for destruction. They are not for sale. They are not for auction. But the other goods which are not prohibited, which when we impound them, we give you 30 days to come and claim them, pay taxes and penalties, and take them and sell them. But if you don't show up in the 30 days as provided for by the law, then the Commissioner of Customs disposes of them as he deems fit. That's what the law says, but usually we do the auction. We auction them, we publicize, we put up the notices for you to come and view and see and bid and buy them. So we auction them if they're not prohibited. If they are prohibited, we destroy them. Maybe the other thing is to thank the officers, our officers on the ground, URA officers, and the UPDF attached URA. our fleet assistants, and all the staff of URA, of enforcement, for the work they do and the integrity they show when intercepting such goods. These people offer too much money, by the way, to officers when they go there to impound these goods. So the patriotism and the exhibition of high integrity we credit them so much. We thank them and we continue to call upon them to maintain it as we fight smuggling. Maybe I'll start. Like we said earlier, we have very many porous points. And fuel is mainly smuggled using motorcycles, where you find a motorcycle carrying 36 jerrycans. We have impounded very many, but of course they continue to come in. The biggest problem we have in this area is that taxes across in DRC and South Sudan are way low on fuel and even other products from what we have in Uganda. So that is the incentive the locals have, because the price difference is high. So there's high influx of smuggling. We have talked and engaged, and we continue to engage with the leadership, with the local leadership, with the district authorities, with other law enforcement agencies, about selling fuel on the streets. We have made very many interventions and operations to get them off the roads. But as URA, sometimes we do our best, but we need more help. We need more help from the local leadership, the office of the mayor, the office of the RCCs, to make sure that we fight this. If we go there alone, we have seen before. People just come and stone and rise up and want to hit us, want to stone the officers, the vehicles. We have seen them we have captured them in the media here. But we continue to engage, and that is why we have intensified in these engagements. We believe that when the leadership of the districts and the cities, come to realize all these things very well, and we join our hands together, we shall get these people off the streets and reduce the smuggling of this fuel.